When was the last time you checked your portfolio of financial investments, or as some would say, your financial capital? Maybe tax time? How about your portfolio of human capital? Possibly never? Did you know that your human capital is just as critical for your long-run well-being? Our human capital is always hiding in plain sight. It has the unique characteristic of being intangible. It cannot be touched like a building or a bus, but it is very much a capital. As such, human capital holds a store of value that can provide a stream of benefits for the beholder and for society well into the future. And just like other forms of capital, human capital can help you get other forms of capital, such as financial capital, physical capital, even social capital through one's philanthropy. Or human capital can simply be used in pursuit of one's passions or to improve one's quality of life. But it can also be deployed to accumulate even more human capital. Indeed, this is another unique characteristic of human capital. The more one uses their stock of human capital, the more it grows. It's called experience. The World Bank has declared human capital a key driver of economic growth, ending extreme poverty and creating more inclusive societies. But what exactly is human capital? The concept of human capital can be traced back to political economist Adam Smith, 1776. Adam Smith envisioned human capital as the useful abilities of all the inhabitants or members of society acquired through investments in education, study, or apprenticeship. In other words, one's knowledge and skills. But today we think of human capital in much broader terms. The Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development defines human capital as the knowledge, skills, competencies, and attributes embodied in individuals that facilitate the creation of personal, social, and economic well-being. Therefore, human capital is not just our knowledge and skill obtained through our investments in education and training, and the experience we gain through using that knowledge, often called our cognitive skills. It is also our other abilities such as memory, motivation, perseverance, attention, empathy, problem solving, and interpersonal skills, and others. These are often called our non-cognitive skills or our soft skills. But that's not all. Human capital also includes our health and our mental health. Lack of good health, physical or mental, can hinder our ability to pursue personal, social, and economic goals. By all accounts, though, Canada has a lot of human capital. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development says Canada is one of the most educated countries in the world, with 60% of Canadian adults having received a post-secondary degree. But globalization combined with rapid technological innovation has been disruptive, creating new demands on Canada's stock of human capital and leaving important skills and equity gaps. In terms of skills, Canada needs more people with a complement of technical skills such as coding, data analysis, cybersecurity, and soft skills like critical thinking and problem solving. These emerging technology sectors are providing Canadians with tremendous opportunities, spurring innovation, entrepreneurship, higher wages, and even more flexible work environments. But technology, specifically robotics and automation, has also displaced people whose jobs were traditionally routine in nature, such as middle-class wage earners in factories and offices. This has created a notable wage gap with low-skilled, low-paid service jobs such as retail and restaurant work at one end and high-skilled, high-paid jobs at the other. The advent of AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning is another disruptive change. AI not only threatens medium-skilled routine jobs, it has the potential to displace all types of routine work from high-skill to low-skill, from cashier to radiologist. The prescription is lifelong learning. Canada doesn't have a crystal ball, so cannot fully anticipate what human capital might be required 10 years from now, 20 years from now. But we do know that some types of human capital will become obsolete, and others are yet to be realized. A nation built on the principles and the architect of lifelong learning will have the agility to grow and prosper and meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world. However, lifelong learning is but one lever by which we can reduce some of the inequities brought about through globalization and rapid technological change. There is an imperative that we think beyond just the concept of the cream rising to the top. We also need to consider the inequities in human capital brought about by one's initial endowment of human capital, where one started off in life. Socioeconomic condition, race, health, mental health, family history, among other factors, can drastically influence one's lifetime accumulation of human capital. Research has shown that when one is disadvantaged in learning, that this disadvantage becomes compounded over time. In other words, the kids who have a rough start continue to have a rough time throughout their entire life path, which can result in poor economic outcomes, health outcomes, and social outcomes for them. But strategic investments in education, combined with other social supports, can help offset some of these disadvantages. Early childhood programs, youth programs, affordable housing, and other family supports build towards this goal and gives vulnerable populations the resources they need to invest in their future and in their children's future. The benefit of these types of investments is they result in healthier communities because human capital is associated with healthier lifestyle choices, including a reduction in risky behaviors like teenage pregnancy, substance abuse, and criminal and antisocial behaviors. Human capital also benefits society in terms of better citizenship. A more educated society is more tolerant, more inclusive, more caring, and more protective of the things that we value as a society, such as the environment, our democracy, our identity, even other people. Human capital is not only the key to economic well-being, that is, having the financial resources to fulfill our basic needs. It's also the key to social well-being, all the other things that matter to us as Canadians. Human capital, a pathway forward to building a better Canada.